making hay.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Bales Hay Farm and Ranch YouTube. I am Trevor Bales. We're in Arizona, Buckeye, Arizona in the desert, and we bale hay and we sell hay. That's what we do. Before we get into it, I want to thank my sponsors, Fluidall and Forney. Both great things to have in your shop. Oh, here comes a truck. I gotta tell him I'll open the gate right now. I know what he was doing. He's trying to get in to get loaded. Sorry, I'll run over there and unlock that for you. My bad.
Oh, I can't go that way?
You can if you want, but that gate's just nice because it's big. That guy's situated. Oh, one day he came in and he didn't tell anybody. Sometimes these drivers come in and they just assume that, I don't know, I have a camera everywhere. And he texts me, he's like, oh, I've been here for a couple hours. Is he gonna load me? Like, well, did you tell the office you were there? Well, no, but I weighed in. Where'd you get a weigh ticket? Well, I got extras from last time. So nobody knows you're here. You haven't told anybody. No. Okay then. Well, this isn't gonna work. Luckily, he told me today, so he's getting loaded. It's that time of year. Today is September 20th. So when you watch this, you're trying to keep up. Everything's always a few weeks late. Sorry, this is just how this goes for me. What we are doing, this is a third or fourth year, I don't remember, stand of alfalfa to help to prolong all of the work we go into prepping these fields to plant alfalfa. It's expensive. We spend a lot of diesel, a lot of horsepower hours, wear and tear on equipment just to make these fields nice, flat, and smooth. Lasering, ripping, disking, laser, lamb plane. Well, rip, disc, lamb plane, laser, lamb plane, plant. So this extends this field another year, which with all that, everything I just talked about, if I could go from having to do all that work once every 3 years to doing it once every 4 or 5 years and still have an income off that crop or off that field that all that prep work has been done, that saves us a lot of money. It makes our equipment last longer. It makes the field that stand that last longer as well. So what we do here, we plant ryegrass. We just drill it in, and our soil's pretty soft. We just drill this ryegrass. We don't even need a no-till. We just drill it right in to this ground. I mean, you can see how soft this ground is. It just breaks right into it. So the rye really doesn't need to be very deep. Where are you? There you are. Get on my knife. This is so hard. You guys see that little thing? Come on. Get it. Do it. No. It's like it doesn't want to be seen. And I lost it. There he is. It's like the most boring drama movie ever. Will he get it onto the knife? There it is. So that's the little ryegrass seed. So it's kind of hard to find. It looks like just like the rest of that stuff in there. Anyways, so he's planting. I think we're going to do 350 acres of this mix. We usually have around that every year. And a lot of people don't understand why we have such small planters. Because to a lot of you, that 20-foot planter is small. I mean, you guys have some big planters. Well, every field is different depending on the slope. We've got these borders. We set these borders up on a 30-foot, have to be divisible by 30 foot. We want our rakes to make want the swather to make an even number of passes, so then the rake is always putting two together. It's never flipping just one over. Unfortunately, 30 and 20 aren't when you get far enough up, they get even. But so if we had a bigger disc, or I mean, I'm sorry, rather, a bigger planter rather, you would have real big, you would have these little spots that you didn't plant, and then you'd be running this 30, 40, 50 foot planter just to get a 6, 8, 10, 12 foot area. So we all run these smaller planters, so we're the most we're ever replanting, I guess, is like 18 feet, rather, other than, you know, you could be replanting 30 foot if you had a real big planter out here. So, but because, like I said, we can't plan, a lot of you guys are say, well, get a bigger planter and plan ahead, but sometimes my fields can't, they're too steep, and so our borders are close together, so that would be, they'd only be 60 foot wide, or sometimes they're, yeah, that'd be 30, 60, and then sometimes they're 30, 60, 90 foot, 30, 60, 90, 120 foot. So it's all about the rakes and the swather. We only do the planting a couple times a year, so that's not as big a deal. I'm like Spider-Man. These are all going down very evenly, which is good. This tractor is on GPS. Whoa, it's got picked up. So I don't know why he's doing it this specific way. It's probably had Mount well showed him. I personally would, I don't know how I'd make, well, he's still going to, I imagine, but I'd make bigger loops, but and line up on the next round. But with the borders, that can make it kind of tricky. I just hate all this backup time. Like right now he's backing up, but because the borders, with these borders being somewhat narrow, if they're real big borders, he could make loops, but these borders are a little bit narrow. See what's tricky? He has to reset an AB line every time he goes into a new border. That's why he's only doing this one border at a time. That's why he can't make a line and jump over to the next one and just keep making a constant circle. Because of the borders, he has to reset that line every time, or he can nudge it over, but still it wouldn't be the same. He would end up with odd. He would end up with odd spacing. Does that make sense? So when he comes in, when he switches to the next border, he'll use the same AB line, but because these borders are from edge to edge are probably 4 or 5 foot. So from here to there might be 5 foot. So he's gonna nudge his AB line over 5 foot. I mean, if he was, so then his new center would be here. So if he was really good, he technically could go around. Just remember, I nudged over 5 foot. I have to nudge over back 5 foot. But little tricks like that, he's not going to know. I don't. My Spanish isn't very good, so I can't really teach him that. But anyways, he's a good driver. This is his 3rd year with us as a on the work visa program. Great guy, great driver. I feel terrible though. His wife just had a baby. I'm like, buddy, maybe you need to take a year off, but man, that's also at the same time when they need to make sure they're making more money. I mean, babies aren't cheap. It's interesting to look at decisions you make as a manager, business owner, planning actions. just while he's running that that Challenger. That was our number 2 4-wheel drive, our second biggest 4-wheel drive tractor. It's only like 225 horse, and we would definitely extend it on what it could do, especially with the lamb plane. And every now and then we'd pull the disc with it. We'd try not to, but every now and then it did. Now with that Fendt, and then also by not trading in that deer, we've just been flying across acres. It's been awesome. Which yes, flying across acres doesn't necessarily save you money or make you money. Our neighbor had some issues with his big John Deere, and it's not going to get fixed this year, which worked out well with our new Fendt. So we've been able to do his acres along with ours and still make good time. On top of that, right when we started doing dirt work, that deer had some fuel issues. It was in the shop for a week or two. I don't remember. Well, guess what? We still had the Fendt and the Challenger, so it didn't shut down. As soon as the deer was fixed, the Fendt had some electrical issues. It was shut down for a week. Guess what? We weren't shut down. So it's been nice having this equipment, and it really takes a load off the individual tractor itself, but also the operator. Having more tractors, the operator, that guy would have had to have ran the lamb plane, built borders, possibly pulled a disc, and then plant. Now I've got that Fendt. That Fendt, I've got a guy running the laser, I've got a guy pulling the disc, and then he also pulls the lamb plane, and then he jumps over and he builds the borders in this tractor, and then is jumping over doing some planting and fertilizer spreading. So then having that extra tractor, now I've spread that workload over 3 guys. I mean, you can still spread that workload over 3 guys, but you're jumping around tractors, and your tractors are working longer hours, sometimes not getting service like they should. Ooh, we're also doing some first-time irrigation on a field. That would be great to run the drone on. I've never done that. Everybody wave to Art. Hey, Art. Arturo. I'm at the house right now. I've been digging. He's been laughing while I've been digging. No, he's not been laughing. I accidentally drove over my irrigation pipe with a front end loader when we were cleaning up, and then it broke, so I had to dig it out and fix it. He's just been over there relaxing. He's not relaxing. He's working too. Everyone's working. So anyways, go grab my keys. Let's go see in the house. Other things have happened. I think you guys have seen it painted, but you haven't seen the concrete, which that's from the AC unit on the roof. It's super humid, so it's making a lot of water. I'm just gonna put a PVC, go down and go that way, dump it in the dirt so it stays off of here. My neighbor Dave, we're gonna build a shade. It's gonna start here at this corner because the house curves. The concrete is gonna go from this corner over to that corner over there. So I'll actually have some grass and dirt under a little bit of shade, but not a lot. And then we're gonna do this little, I call it our coffee shade, because we're gonna drink coffee out here. Got this little, it reaches out to the kitchen's right there, so we'll have a little shade right here. Sit there and drink coffee. It'll be awesome. I guess we walk in that door while we're here. Here's the kitchen. Check it out. Cabinets are in, sink, stove, hood right there. Here's the pantry. He'll put handles on it. Oh, double doors to the pantry. That's nice. All that's finished. That was the patio. It is now all one big room. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Well, they've seen all this, but just not finished, but right out to the backyard. So I can watch Henry and Tucker pummel the newest brother, whatever his name's gonna be. Haven't decided. Pretty sure you guys have told you though. Another baby coming. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. This is so much more space than our current little house. There's the nursery, which you've seen.
master, little nook. What this will just, these doors are gonna go up here. This is just gonna be storage. Put it up, throw like the sheets to the bed, towels, whatever. In the bathroom, got these cabinets in, which there's a toilet. In the shower, there isn't. We're gonna have a storage over the toilet, like one of those things. Other than that, there's just no storage in here, so that's why we went with these upright towers. I don't know what you ever call them. So we got everything underneath there. This will be where Nicole can sit and do her makeup. And then I told my wife, if this, like the goal is to be here 10 years and then build a house on the farm. In 10 years, Hank will be 13. Then he can start riding his bike onto the farm, dodging traffic, depending on the farm we build up. I just don't think I want, 10 and 12-year-olds just roaming the farm. That kind of makes me nervous with equipment, semis, squeezes. So 10 years, he'll be 13. Maybe we start building our own, starting the process. But if we decide to stay here, this kind of odd room turns into a hallway. Boom, blow this wall out. You could put in a bigger master bedroom out there, and then a bigger living room right here. Then the current master turns into a guest room. I don't know. I don't have a guest room. I have a lot of friends. I like when people come over. That one guy I'm kind of okay friends with. He's an actor. He plays a farmer. And Randy, basketball player. It's pretty. I just wanted somewhere to my buddies to come and stay, especially those that live in cold weather. And yeah, who knows, whatever. But it's nice. I'm on an acre. Yeah, I have neighbors, which a lot of guys, farmers are like, oh, I don't want neighbors, but whatever. This is a nice property, nice neighbors. Right on. Well, thanks for watching the show, you guys. Got to see some cool stuff today. Got to see the house. Just come along nicely. Man, about 6 more weeks. Hopefully we're in it. Oh, I forgot to drop those off. I had to go pick. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. These are off my Caterpillar Gannon that we used. It's like a 1980 something. It's old. And they were all leaking like a sieve. So I took it in. $800 to reseal these. But I knew, because I didn't do it myself, I knew I would have a hard time finding the seals because it's so old. And so I took it in. I just dropped it off at this forklift place. Almost $900. Anyways, thanks for watching the show. Man, do my best to get back to all your guys' comments. Hit the thumbs up, share it. It helps us a lot. We'll see you guys later.